Lions attacked a small herd of buffaloes searching for lush greenery in the dense thickets of shrubs and low trees. An enraged bull decided to use its almost five-fold mass advantage and resist the lioness. It lunged at the big cats, attempting to trample them. The bull pushed back the predators and began chasing them, but it was a mistake. The lionesses lured the bull into a trap. Behind the next bush, a young male lion was lying in wait. Although he still had a small mane, his strength already surpassed that of the females. The bull clearly didn't expect this. The lion attacked the buffalo from the side, clamped onto the prey, and with the help of the lionesses quickly brought down and finished the overly confident enemy. There exists a myth that male lions don't hunt, but in reality, they're always eager to secure food if the opportunity arises. Lions have a large, very large mane, hindering camouflage and the use of their favorite ambush tactics. However, this experienced predator managed to utilize the bushes for inconspicuous approach to the prey. Then the lion launched an attack. His target was one of the most dangerous and robust antelopes in the world, the oryx. The antelope is characterized by a tough nature, fearlessness, and the ability to resist large predators. Its very long, straight horns act like spears. The antelope noticed the predator and aimed its horns precisely at its head. But the oryx underestimated the lion. The panther turned out to be much more agile. At the last moment before the strike, the predator dodged the antelope's horns and rammed into its side, putting all its mass into the blow. The lion knocked the opponent to the ground and seized its throat, and if it had been slower, the horns could have pierced its head or gouged its eyes. The courage of the predator deserves your respect. The oryx's horns are effective both in offense and defense. The stabbing strikes are dangerous as they can damage the opponent's internal organs. The considerable length always protecting the neck from attacks from above and behind. But the lion is aware of this and makes an unexpected maneuver. He gives up the advantageous position he found himself in immediately after the strike, as he couldn't reach the oryx's neck because of its horns. The lion allows the massive and powerful herbivore to be on top during their struggle. The panther finds itself on its back but seizes the enemy's throat from below. It's very risky since the oryx possesses considerable strength. The antelope attempts to fight back and trample the opponent, but the lion's grip is devastatingly strong. The oryx weakens, and the antelope falls. It's not the end yet. It struggles, but the lion doesn't miss its chance. The lion noticed a young elephant on the water's edge and observed the herbivore with interest for a while, seemingly assessing. The elephant is still young, far from the size of an adult. A mature giant can weigh around 5 tons. This creature is unlikely to be heavier than a ton or a ton and a half. Yet even so, it is 4 to 6 times more massive than the lion. However, the elephant wrongly thought its size guaranteed safety. It should have called for help or run into the water. The lion dared a risky attack and leaped into the opponent. The enormous predator lunged onto the elephant's back, climbed on it like a living rock. The herbivorous creature is furious but helpless. It easily repels the lioness who tried to attack from the front. But then the elephant falls. Afterward, the lions immediately pounce on it and press it to the ground. The prey won't get up again. The lions reach for the hidden areas behind the ears, the trunk, and the growing tusks of the prey, compressing the trachea. Although finishing off such a large opponent is challenging and time-consuming, this enormous prey will sustain the pride for several days. If you think that an adult elephant is invulnerable to lions, then you're mistaken. Here, a pride of experienced predators tracks an entire herd of elephants. The herbivores move through dense thickets, They likely spot the predators, so they change direction and move away, searching for a place where it's easier to hold their defense. However, one of the elephants is too confident. It lags behind the herd, possibly hoping to scare the panthers away. Big mistake. Lionesses are quite massive predators, surpassing leopards in terms of weight. However, they are still cats, incredibly agile and nimble creatures. One of the lionesses climbs onto the elephant's back and literally rides it. She grabs the giant's mane with her fangs, and the huge predatory cat seems a bit lost against the backdrop of the giant herbivorous beast. It appears that having a lioness on its back doesn't bother the elephant at all or cause any discomfort. The elephant runs around, dispersing the other huntresses, while their leader barely holds onto the enemy's back. This lioness clings with all her might, sinking her fangs and claws into the rough, tough skin of the opponent. It's an impressive battle where the elephant clearly has the advantage in strength. The predators avoid injuries but don't release the opponent from their grip. Meanwhile, the bite on the mane gradually takes its toll on the elephant. Slowly but steadily, it loses strength, moving slower and slower. The other huntresses realize it's their chance and pounce on him. Finally, the predatory cats bring down the opponent and manage to finish him off after a long and exhausting, yet effective battle. There are several subspecies of lions. The so-called Barbary lion is officially considered extinct as of now. It inhabited the territory of Africa, and while common lions prefer savannas, and especially the forests south of the Sahara, the Barbary lion preferred northern parts of the continent, specifically the mountains and deserts from Morocco to Egypt, north of the Sahara. It was the most massive and powerful lion that survived into our time, and the last wild Barbary lion was shot in 1922. However, according to various data, these lions are still kept in many zoos even now. They freely crossbreed with other subspecies, so scientists still need to determine if there are any purebred Barbary lions. But even if there are hybrids, some of them exhibit dominant features of the Barbary subspecies. Here, males of the common African lion and the Barbary lion meet in one enclosure, and you can see a significance between them. The Barbary lion is affectionate and begins to court a female who clearly appeals to the African lion. The enraged male decides to show the intruder who's the boss. But he underestimated his distant relative and confronted the wrong lion. Although the African lion impressively charged at the opponent, the Barbary lion withstood the impact and, thanks to its enormous mass, delivered a devastating counter. As you can see, the Barbary lion is generally darker. It has brownish-red fur, a denser dark mane that grows not only under the neck but also covers the chest and even the elbows of the front legs. Thanks to this natural protection and immense strength, it made it clear to its rival that picking a fight was a bad idea. The Barbary lion is wounded. It limps as the opponent injured its hind leg. But even in this condition, the larger predator managed to corner the opponent, suppress resistance with a few strikes, and even painfully extend its claws into him. The African lion immediately cooled down, while the Barbary lion limped away. Hopefully, it will fully recover. The lion lies on the ground, but then leaps up and attacks the tiger. It's not a serious fight, but a playful, friendly boxing match. However, the tiger tries to resist the opponent. It might seem that the lion has the upper hand in size, but it's an illusion due to the large mane. The striped panther is more massive, delivering a series of lightning-fast strikes. Still, the lion keeps advancing and deflects the attacking impulses of the opponent. The tiger takes a few hits to the face. Notice that although the striped beast fought more actively, the lion skillfully dodged most of the opponent's blows with precision. The tiger's claws flashed right in front of the lion's nose, but it stood its ground, overwhelming the opponent and making it retreat.